Have you ever wondered why you can remember what happened last week, but you can't remember a single moment from when you were a baby? You laughed, you cried, you learned to crawl, you took your first steps, you even recognized the people around you. So if all of that really happened, why can't you remember any of it? Scientists have been trying to answer this question for decades, and the explanation is far more fascinating than most people realize. Today, we're exploring one of the biggest mysteries of the human brain: why almost no one remembers being a baby. Let's find out. The first thing to understand is that babies actually can form memories. For many years, scientists believed infants simply couldn't remember anything. But research has shown that's not true. Even very young babies can recognize familiar faces, remember voices, and learn from experiences. So if babies can create memories, where do those memories go? The answer begins with a part of the brain called the hippocampus. Think of the hippocampus as your brain's memory librarian. Its job is to organize experiences and help store them as long-term memories. The catch is that this part of the brain is still developing during the first few years of life. That means many early memories simply aren't stored in the same way they are later in childhood. But that's only part of the story. Here's something even more surprising. A baby's brain is growing at an incredible speed. During the first few years of life, millions of new connections are forming between brain cells. It's one of the fastest periods of brain development you'll ever experience. Some scientists believe this rapid growth may actually make it harder to preserve early memories for the long term. In other words, your brain is so busy building itself that some early memories get left behind. Another reason has to do with language. Think about your earliest memory. You can probably describe it using words. You know who was there, where it happened, and what you were feeling. Babies don't have that ability yet. Before children learn language, they experience the world very differently. Without words to organize experiences into stories, many early memories become much harder to retrieve years later. But here's where things get really interesting. Scientists call this phenomenon infantile amnesia. Despite the name, it isn't a disease. It's a completely normal part of human development. Most adults cannot remember events from before the age of about 3 years. Some people have a few memories from around age 2, while others don't remember much until they're 4 or even 5 years old. Those differences are perfectly normal. You might be wondering, if I can't remember being a baby, how did I learn so much? That's because not all memories are the same. There are memories you can consciously recall, like your first day of school, or your last birthday. These are called explicit memories. Then there are memories your brain stores without you even realizing it. These include learning how to walk, how to recognize your parents, how to smile, how to understand emotions, and eventually, how to speak your native language. These are examples of different forms of learning and memory that don't require you to consciously remember the original experience. In other words, even though you can't remember learning to walk, your brain remembers how to do it. Another fascinating question is whether those baby memories are completely gone. Some scientists think they may not be. Research in animals suggests that certain early memories may still exist somewhere in the brain but become extremely difficult to access later in life. Whether the same is true for humans is still being studied. So it's possible that your earliest experiences aren't completely erased. They're simply locked away where you can't consciously reach them. You may also have memories that you believe are from infancy, but they actually aren't. Family photographs, videos, and stories your parents have told you over the years can become so familiar that your brain begins to treat them like personal memories. Psychologists call these reconstructed memories. They feel real, even if you didn't actually remember the event yourself. It's one more reminder that memory isn't like a video recording. Every time you remember something, your brain is actually rebuilding that memory, and small details can change over time. So why can't you remember being a baby? Not because your brain wasn't working, not because those years weren't important, but because your brain was still developing, your memory systems were still maturing, you didn't yet have language to organize experiences, and your rapidly growing brain stored information differently than it does today. Ironically, those first few years you can't remember may be the most important years of your entire life. During that time, your brain was learning how to see the world, recognize faces, build relationships, understand language, and lay the foundation for everything that came afterward. So while you may never remember your first smile, your first laugh, or your first steps, those moments helped shape the person you are today. If you enjoyed uncovering one of the brain's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Curious Health Club. Here, we answer the fascinating health and science questions people have always wondered about, with simple, evidence-based explanations. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's the earliest memory you can remember? Tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.